It's Dakota College of Botany time. We have Mr. Gary Albrightson, and good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Now, let's talk. You are here to talk about the book read, which is a thing that the college does.
Yes.
And it's very informative for the students. In fact, there's a time when some of the people around Botany get together and discuss the book. But before we get into that, let's talk about the book. What book is it for the next couple of semesters?
The book that we're using for our annual book read is called Coyote Warrior. It's by Paul Van de Velde, and the subtitle is One Man, Three Tribes, and the Trial That Forged a Nation. And the topic of the book is about the building of the Garrison Dam, about the decision where to place it, and about the people who were living in the valley who were displaced by that dam being built there.
Okay.
That's the general overall topic about that, and there's legal issues involved with it. There's sociological, psychological issues involved with it. That's a quick overview of what the topic of the book is.
And now this is a book that gets used in different colleges.
Yeah, that's
throughout
correct.
Throughout the nation.
We've been in contact with the author. We'd like to see if he could be on campus at some point during the next 2 semesters. And in emails he's talked about how colleges are using us around the nation. He mentioned that there are law schools that used it. He mentioned that there was one law school that sends it out to their first-year students and asks them to read it over the summertime and bring a paper on justice to be discussed when they come in.
So this isn't just a great read. This is a book that makes you, and as most well-written books should, it makes you think.
Yes.
And it really gives you pause for thought about some of the things that our Native Americans went through.
Yes, and the state of North Dakota, and
exactly
the issues involved with the impact of a large decision like that affects the public. And as a institution of higher education, we have a theme, nature, technology, and beyond, and we choose our book, annual book read, to try and use that book to explain our campus theme to not only our students, but the members of the community and any of the stakeholders in higher education.
Okay.
We've been doing this, I think, for 13 years. I believe it started in 2004. This is the most recent one that we're working with.
Okay, and how do you decide what books to use for the book read?
We have a book read group, and we encourage anybody that wants to participate. Please get a hold of me, Gary Albrightson, 228-5602, to come and participate. We meet once a month, and we choose at the end of the summer, we choose the book reads for the next 9 months. And we just met last night and did that. And we read a book called This House of Sky by Ivan Doig. Talked about it and the possibility of using that as a book read in the future. Next May, the book read group will get together and talk about the books that we've read over the year, the books that we've read in the past that didn't get chosen, and try and pick something that illustrates our campus theme, and that also is going to be something that the students would want to read, the students can learn something from. That's all part of it. And we encourage members of the community. We have a number of members of the community participating. We have faculty participating. We've asked students to participate in this. We want to include as many people as possible.
So this is one of those things where anybody can just get involved and
absolutely
and grab the book and read it and maybe gain a whole new perspective on different things.
They can come. They don't even need to read the book. If they just want to come and listen and listen to the discussion and decide if they want to read it afterwards. We have people to do that as well.
And these books, this one especially could tie well into Earth Day?
Yes, we try to integrate our book read in with the Earth Day activities that other parts of the campus work with. Science and other departments that are working with Earth Day, we try to integrate this into there if at all possible. As a part of this book read, we also have monthly meetings where we have open to the public. They're on campus for students, faculty, for community members. Come in and we try and have a discussion about some aspect of this book. And so we'll do 3 in the fall and 3 in the spring, 1 a month.
Wow.
And we're in the process of generating those, talking to the author to have him on campus at some point during the process. And we're working on a number of different topics that people might come and speak to us about.
I know in different book reads and different things, you've actually had the author.
Yes.
Sometimes you've had them on campus. The odds, I think, would be pretty good for getting this guy up here, I believe, right?
What was that again?
The odds would be fairly decent for getting Paul up here, wouldn't it?
We've been in contact with him. He's eager to participate. He plans to be here. He has friends in North Dakota, and we just need to work out the details of the schedules on our end and his end.
That's right. Have your people call his people, and everybody
that
gets
process
together.
has started.
That's excellent, excellent. And just really quick about the author. I know you've been in contact with him. What gave him the idea for writing this book?
He is that I'm not sure.
I stumped the band.
He is an investigative reporter, photojournalist, documentary filmmaker. He is must have run across this topic in his other work.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly what the genesis is. That would be a good question you could come and ask when he's on campus.
Don't mind if I do. All right, that sounds very interesting because books like this, I'm always curious as to what the thought process was that gave him the idea in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that would be interesting to know.
Yes, especially something local like this.
Exactly right.
This state and beyond. So
we want a little more information on the book or the book read in general. How do we get a hold of you, Gary?
You could call my office 228-5602. You could email me at gary.albrightson@ndus.edu. You could contact anybody up there for information, and they will route you to me. And there's a co-chair. Michael Porter,
sure.
who's also a part of the English, who's also the other half of the English department up there.
Okay.
And they will, any questions people have about this book read or this book or anything related to it, if you didn't get my contact information, call the central phone number up there, and they'll get you to somebody that tell you more about it.
Sounds great. We'd love to get more people interested in these books like this and get more people interested in the book read in general.
I agree.
So that'd be great.
Yes.
All right, thank you for your time today, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me on.
Anytime. Come on, anytime. All right, 8:32 is our time, 60 degrees into our 7-day forecast. It's brought to you by